What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more acid techno. Indeed, we're back with a tune that I think is famous among those who go deeper inside the acid techno old school catalog. I don't know if it's like a major hit, it's certainly not, One Night in Hackney or what would be another, Rabbit's Name Was. It's not really on that kind of level, but I do think, or London Acid City would be another good example, although that's Rootmaster. Regardless, we're going to listen to Liberator DJs, which is to say all three of the Liberators, Chris, Aaron, and Julian. This is from a release, as we hear a train outside. Again, I live by the train tracks, make your own joke. This is on Stay Forever Remix, and it's called the John Peel Sessions, Radio on One. And indeed, the tune we're going to listen to by the Liberator DJs is called Radio on One. There's also three great remixes of already classic tunes. There's a remix of Carbine's tune Psycho Thrill. That one's by Julian, DDR, and Giselle. There's a remix of Urban and Free, not the 2021 remixes that just came out, but a remix from 1999, which is what this double LP is from, or when it's from. But the Urban and Free remix is by Aaron Liberator, Paul Harding, and Geezer, and then there's a remix of Undulator 23 by Creeper, which is remixed by Laurie, Chris, and Henry, or Dave the drummer. So yeah, the whole release is amazing. Go look at my Discogs review. I wrote it a while ago. I don't know how many years, like 7-8 years ago. But it's one that, did get some interaction, and I spent time talking about all four versions, and I stand by everything I wrote there. So we're going to listen to the only original tune from this release, which again is called Radio on One. So here we go, Liberators, Liberator DJs, as it's stylized. Radio on One. Oh wait, this is... I grabbed the wrong record of the two. But yeah, Radio on One, 1999, Stay Forever Remix, the John Peel Sessions. He says as he fills time while he's trying to get the fucking right record out of the sleeve. Here we go. Is it 33? I think it's 33. We'll know very quickly. Yeah, we're good. برامج القرآن والحديث النشر المكتبي التاريخ بفقرة عالمية. This is Liberator, acid techno on one. This is Liberator, acid techno on one. Acid techno, this is on one. Acid techno on one. This is acid techno. This is acid techno. Acid techno. This is acid Liberator on acid techno. Acid techno. Acid techno. Acid starting very trippy, right? Acid techno. Acid techno. Acid techno. Acid techno. Acid techno. Steady. Buzzing acid line works its way in. There's a sort of high-pitched, like, not squeak, but almost like a ringing sound. It reminds me of the Liberator DJ's remix of Acid War by DOM on Stay Forever Remix 2? No, 3. It's 3, that's right. 2 is Rabbit's Name. I'm going to react to that one. It's a classic for me. But in the meantime, I do like the aggression of that, like, rhythmic acid stab. It's aggressive. And beneath it, just to reconfigure, take a quick breath, keep marching. But with more intensity, right? Everything keyed up like a half step. A half step. Oof. Getting more electric, tight, more tightly coiled. dead pause just with that one layer that came in recently. Bring it back in now with a chirping layer bouncing over the top of everything. Another psychotic acid cricket is what it is. We encountered a few of those. Really sort of twisted inside out mental vibe right here. Like, you know, the whole building is gonna like explode. You have to get out now. Down the staircase, man. Literally sounds like someone jumping down metal stairs as they try to escape this madness. The way that sort of high-pitched squeak, the way it works with the percussion is great. It's a good rhythm. Real stripped down in this segment though, right? Like, compared to the acid overflow for the first part of the tune. There's the low, steady rhythm. The mid layer and the lower layer, they basically just talk back and forth to each other. And then the rest of the chaos above it all, forget about it. Madness. Right out on the way out the door. I like the woodpecker sort of rhythm in the second part of that. Oh, why you gotta cut it off on me while I'm making a point? But yeah, so it's just complete madness. And then you get here and it's like, you know, you would have had your transition lined up to begin in earnest at that last measure break, but, you know, it's like 6 minutes, what is it, 5.5, 6 minutes of just unadulterated acid madness with an admittedly that, like, kind of stripped down interlude in between. Shout out to old radios. Yeah, but that's just a ridiculous tune, and sort of a gem in the sense that, you know, it's not on the label proper. It is on Stay Forever Remix, but I feel like even from among Stay Forever Remix, it doesn't get talked about as much as some other releases. And again, like, I respect that. There are some, like, Stay Forever Remix I mentioned, like 2 and 3, and even some of the later ones that are just, you know, you have to have them. But like I said, I really do think that's a special release. 1999, so been about 23 years now. Pretty crazy to think about. Where, you know, it's sort of at the end of what you would call the glory days. You know, very late 90s. But again, so it doesn't feel like it's super early. But again, it's over 22 years old. So it is crazy to think about. Nevertheless, as I mentioned, the other 3 remixes on this release are also excellent. They're really dirty. Like, if you go, again, look at my Discogs review under Mr. Tom Servo for this release, you'll see that I basically say all 3 of the remixes are like if you took the original versions of the tunes and made them more twisted, and there's one, is it Urban and Free? Yeah, I think it's Urban and Free. Because I mentioned that one, the original kind of has this like old school, it's on the edge, it's acid techno, but it has some stylings that are kind of acid trancey, and like it just has this old school like hybrid golden era sort of sound. The remix of Urban and Free on this one is basically like if you took a cocktail of drugs, I think I said, and injected it straight into its head. It really just takes that track and like deep fries it in filth. So maybe we'll come back for that one at some point. Let me know if you'd like to hear that. Let me know if there's any other tunes on this release or any other Stay Up Forever remixes that you're reasonably confident I have. As I keep mentioning, you can go to my Discogs collection, Mr. Tom Servo. I have it linked in the front page of this channel here. But yeah, you can just go through and look at the releases I have, and I have folders, like subfolders for acid techno and acid trance and so on. So yeah, like I said, if there's any requests, please do let me know. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day. Have a good night. I'll see you next time. Peace.